Good day, everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about the global citizenship. It means its ethical obligation and how global movements of people affect individuals and nations. We will also be analyze the experience of overseas Filipinos workers or OFWs using four key perspectives: political, economic, cultural, and social. All explanations are factual and based on widely accepted academic and international definitions. What is global citizenship? Global citizenship refers to the idea that individuals have responsibilities not only to their own nations but also to the global community. This concept is recognized by organizations such as the United Nations, UNESCO, and the global education institutions. A commonly used academic definition states that a global citizenship is someone who identifies with being part of an emerging world community and takes responsibility for contributing for its development. This means that understanding global issues such as climate change, migration, inequality, and human rights, or recognizing that actions in one country can affect the people in another country, and also being aware of cultural diversity and respecting different identities. And lastly, participating in solutions that promotes peace, sustainability, and human dignity. So global citizenship is not about having global passport, but it's also about having a global mindset, global awareness, and global responsibility.
Ethical obligations of global citizen. As global citizens, individuals are expected to follow certain ethical responsibilities supported by the United Nations Principles of Human Rights and Sustainable Development. So these obligations include: number 1, respect for human rights. Global citizens acknowledge that all people, regardless of nationality, race, gender, or culture, deserve dignity and equal rights. Number 2, social and environmental responsibilities. These include sustainable living, reducing waste, and supporting actions that protect the environment. Number 3, promoting peace and cooperation. Global citizens avoid discrimination, encourage dialogue, and support peaceful relations to conflict. Number 4, empathy and cultural understanding. They respect different beliefs, practices, and traditions, and understand how globalization connects societies. And lastly, number 5, ethical use of technology and information. This includes responsible communication, avoiding misinformation, and using digital tools to support positive change. These ethical values guide how individuals behave in an interconnected world.
So the personal definition of global citizenship. For me, global citizenship means acknowledging that although I belong to my own country and culture, and I am also connected to people worldwide, it means recognizing that my decisions such as how I communicate, what I consume, and how I treat others, and have an impact in the global system. As global citizen, I believe I have this responsibility to stay informed about international issue and respect diverse culture and communities, and think beyond borders and support action that promote equality and safety and sustainability. My personal definition reflects the idea that how being a global citizen is not about where you live, but you think and act.
Global movements of people. Global movements of people refers to migration which happen for many reasons. Some examples include workers moving to other countries for job and a higher income, students studying abroad to get better education and international experience, refugees escaping conflict or dangerous situation in their home countries, families uniting after being separated by distance, professionals seeking better opportunities in other places, A great example of this global movement is the Filipinos. Filipinos are one of the largest migrant communities worldwide. According to recent data, our 1.8 to 2.2 million OFW are deployed every year. This shows how Filipinos move for work, education, safety, and family, just like the example mentioned. This large movement creates big impact on both the Philippines and the country that hosts them. It also highlights how migration continues to shape the lives and future of Filipino families across the globe.
Analysis of OFW experiences. So now, let's analyze the experience of OFW using our four perspective: political, economic, cultural, and social. So first is political factors. Political factors refers to government policies, laws, and international relations affecting OFWs. So the key points is the Philippines government has agencies like DFA, DOLA, OWWA, and POAA. Now, under the Department of Migrant Workers responsible for protecting OFWs. So host countries have labor laws that determine the rights, contracts, and working condition of migrant workers. Bilateral agreements between the Philippines and other countries help ensure safer immigration routes. So political instability or conflict in host countries can endanger OFWs. Examples includes the crisis in the Middle East where workers needed evacuation. So OFW experience depend heavily on political cooperation and strong legal protection. B. Economic factors. Economic reasons are the top driver of migrations. OFW contribute significantly to their family's income, national development, the Philippine DGP through remittance. In fact, according to the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, OFW remittance more than 30 billion US dollar yearly, supporting millions of households. However, economically, OFW face challenges. First, wage gaps between local and overseas work. Second, contract issues and delayed salaries. Third, high recruitment fees in some cases. And lastly, cost of living differences in host country. Despite these challenges, economic opportunity remains the primary motivation for Filipino migration.
C. Cultural factors. Cultural factors involve difference in tradition, communication, norms, and beliefs. So, OFW experience cultural shock when adjusting to a new environment. So, when OFW arrive in a new country, they encountered unfamiliar custom, lifestyle, and social norms. This sudden exposure can feel an overwhelming simple things like how people greet each other, how they behave in public, or even how they manage time. Maybe in very different from what they are used to Philippines. This confusion or discomfort is what they call culture shock. So number 2, need to learn new language. So many OFW work in countries where English or Filipino is not commonly spoken. Learning is the host of country language became essential for daily communication, understanding the instructions at work, and interacting with locals. This can be a challenge, especially when balancing language learning with work and responsibilities. Number 3, difference in religion, food, and social behavior. So, other countries may have dominant religion, beliefs, or tradition that differ from Filipino practice. Food can also be very different. Spice, ingredient, or eating habits may not match in Filipino preference. Social behavior like communication styles more direct or more reserved. Getting or gender norms are may also take time to understand and respect. So number 4, stereotype, sometimes racial or cultural discrimination. So unfortunately, some OFW encountered bias treatment or negative stereotype. They may be judgment based on nationality, skin color, or occupation. Discrimination can appear in workplace, public spaces, or housing. This experience can affect the mental of well-being and sense of belonging. So number 5, adoption through Filipino communities abroad. So despite these challenges, OFW often find comfort and support through Filipino groups overseas. Churches, social clubs, online group, and culture organization help them feel at home. These communities provide emotional support, share resources, and offer sense of family, making adoption easier and strengthening reliance. So, cultural adoption is one of the biggest challenges but also one of the most rewarding OFWs develop in interactual skills. D. Social factors. Social factors include relationship, lifestyle, and family dynamics. So, OFW face. Number 1. Long distance family separation. OFW often work abroad for many years, far from their spouse, children, and parents. This physically distance makes it difficult to attend important family events, celebration, or emergencies. Separation can weaken emotional connection and make maintaining relationship more challenging. So number 2, emotional stress and homesickness. Being away from home causes deep emotional strain. OFW frequently miss their families and comfort familiar surrounding and the sense of belonging they had in the Philippines. Homesickness can lead to sadness, anxiety, and some cases depression, especially when paired with long working hours. So number 3, challenging family role. When parents work abroad, family responsibility shift. Children may grow up under the care of grandparents or other relatives, and the OFW parents often feel guilt for missing milestones like birthdays, graduate, or daily abroad moments. Spouse left behind may take on the dual roles, managing the both parents and household matters. So number 4, social isolation, especially from domestic workers. Many OFW, especially domestic helpers, live on their employees' home. This can limit their freedom of social interaction, access to community lifestyle. Some may have title of opportunity to meet others, leading to loneliness and sense of isolation. Number 5, support network from fellow Filipinos abroad. So the cope of these challenges, OFWs often lead the Filipino communities in their host country. This group provide emotional support, friendly, and practical assistance. They celebrate Filipino tradition together, offer advice, and create sense of home away from home. So despite a hardship on social connection, especially Filipino communities help OFW cope and adjust.
In conclusion, global citizenship is about awareness, responsibility, and ethical participation in a connected world. The global movement of people, especially the experiences of OFWs, reflects how political, economic, cultural, and social factors shape individual lives. Understanding these elements helps us appreciate our role as global citizens and encourage us to contribute responsibility to both our local and global communities. Thank you for watching.